What's up, guys? Happy New Year. Happy New Year to everybody. Happy New Year to the true Xbox diehard fans out there, man. We had a great podcast um, the other day with Dea, the First Lady of Xbox, our First Lady of Xbox, E-Rock, man, Tuckmaster, He-Bot, uh, Unlimited Productions, T Reaper. It was great. Great podcast, uh, you know, for the new year, you know. But, guys, this is a little bit of a a little bit of a kind of a friend, not really a friendly rant, but a little bit of rant called, you know, keep Xbox out of your mouth. You know, this is a new year, and I think the New Year's revolution for you guys that always want to damage control Xbox, all the so-called pony bots and people that are just so toxic out here in the gaming community. I think your New Year's revolution should be keeping Xbox out of your mouth. I'm just being honest. You guys have been doing this rhetoric since 2013. You never want to give credit, honestly, where credit is due. Okay? You never want to do that. It's funny how Phil Spencer, which is a really nice guy, he's a true gamer, man. He really is a true gamer, and he's also a businessman, and he has a job to do. But have you noticed that he always comes out and congratulates Sony or Nintendo and stuff that they have done, in his opinion, for gaming? Okay, he always comes out and congratulates them, and. But yet, Phil Spencer is this evil person that wants to keep Call of Duty off of PlayStation because everybody that's out there knows, out there in the gaming community, that that was not intended. He was not intended to do that. Okay, it's still on PlayStation and it's going to come to the Nintendo Switch. No matter what you think about that, now that they bought Activision Blizzard, that's the way it is. Then you have these stupid uh, companies out here that still want to try to, have a case against this. It's a done deal. Okay? You guys that are so called gamers need to understand it's the way of business. It's not stopping you from playing your games. But yet, even with us going into 2024, you're still going to have Xbox in your mouth. And we're going to be out there to shut you down. The big boys of Xbox are going to shut you down. Ebot, myself, E-Rock, Unlimited Productions, definitely 100, you know, Others Inc., our first lady of Xbox, yes, Dea, she's going to shut you down because she's very well knowledgeable in Xbox lore and genre of Xbox and gaming of Xbox. She's very well knowledgeable in that. But one thing about I have to say about Dea is she's not just knowledgeable in that. She's knowledgeable in PC gaming. She's also knowledgeable with the other systems. She knows. She's a gamer. At the end of the day, she's a gamer. I have a lot of PC friends, PC gamer friends, all right? Yes, I'm prefer to be a Series X and Xbox console gamer, but I also game on my laptop. Every once in a while, I'll game on my phone via the cloud, play my Xbox games on there. But I mostly play on my Series X and I'll play on my PC, my laptop, okay? So I'm both, all right? It doesn't matter what Xbox does. They always try to compare Xbox to PlayStation all the time. It's never Nintendo. You never hear really not much about Nintendo. It's always PlayStation. You guys out here that spread toxicity in the gaming community are hypocrites. You're hypocrites. You don't know what you're talking about. You go by what other people say that want clicks and views and do it for shits and giggles. You go to those channels all the time, and then you come over to our channels and try to spread that toxic rhetoric that makes no sense, all right, at all. It has no place in what we're talking about when it comes to Xbox and gaming. It doesn't. You keep Xbox in your mouth constantly. Like E-Rock said, Xbox, 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 Xbox. That's all you talk about. You have a PlayStation 5, okay? You have a PlayStation 4. Whatever you play on, instead of always having Xbox in your mouth, why don't you go play your games on your system? Okay? I think some of you don't even have a PlayStation 5 and just have a PlayStation 4 Slim, okay? And you just talk about Xbox. I don't even think you have a next gen console, but yet you always have the Series X or Series S in your mouth all the time. We have the consoles. We play them. I have an Xbox One X in my bedroom. I have an Xbox Series X in my game room. All right. I have an Xbox 360 when I want to play it in my living room. I own Microsoft's gaming consoles. Okay. So I know a lot about them. I have the OG Xbox. All right. I'm an Xbox guy. Okay. And I'm not going to change. A lot of the people that do Xbox eccentric channels like Unlimited Productions and Hebot, okay, they're not going to change in 100. This is the way it is. Your New Year's revolution honestly should be, okay? Excuse me. I'm not trying to really troll you guys by saying this. I'm saying this with an opinion to you that you really should think about what you're doing out here in the gaming streets. Your New Year's revolution should be to keep Xbox out of your mouth. Because you're not helping gaming, you're making it worse by spreading toxicity out here about gaming. We have so many great guys out here that are part of our chat that know about gaming. A lot of them. Lewis Frag, to name a couple. Smitty Smith. I mean, Anthony Chipmunk. There's a lot of them out there. A lot of them out there that are Dave C. Very knowledgeable dude that knows a lot about Xbox. We rock out with those guys, and they rock out with us and support us. Poseidon, just a lot of them. Sega Forever is another soldier out here for Xbox that knows what he's talking about with the Wrecking Crew podcast. He knows what he's talking about. He's had Xboxes since the first one. He's very knowledgeable, and he's an OG out here in the gaming streets. These are guys that know exactly what they're talking about. Other Zinc. Okay? We're not going to stop ever making Xbox podcasts, videos, rants. We're not going to stop. Okay? Your New Year's revolution should be to play the little bit of games that you have right now on your PlayStation 5 and concentrating on getting a hold of Sony, okay? And telling them that they're doing you a disservice as a PlayStation gamer. I'm talking about the true PlayStation gamers out there. A lot of you are just trolls and you don't play games like we do. You play Fortnite, which is a free game, okay? NBA 2K, which is so goddamn cheap. Every year another one comes out. You can literally get it for $10, okay? You're a low budget gamer, and there's nothing wrong with that. You're a low budget gamer. You're a bargain bin gamer. You don't even support the devs of PlayStation like you say you do. You say It's worth paying $70. And I heard soon to be it might even go up to $80 to $100 to buy PlayStation 5 games. So if those games go up to $80 to $100, are you going to go out there and support the devs of PlayStation? You're not. You're not going to pay $80. You're not going to pay $100 for games. You're not going to do it. That's one big mistake. If they do that, that's the most biggest mistake that Sony has ever made. As long as they've been in the gaming, uh, as long as they've been out here in the gaming community, and as a gaming consoles and stuff that they had out here with the PlayStation 1, and out here, out here in the gaming community, this is going to be the worst mistake they ever made in their entire life in gaming business out here if they raise those prices to $80 to $100. This will be the worst mistake they ever made. You're not going to support those games. Okay? There's one guy that I can say that I know will, that's preferably an Xbox dude, but he plays on all systems, and that's 108 Dragon. He'll go out and buy the $80 or $100 game if it's worth it to him. He has the money to do it. Uh, he bought kids, they like PlayStation. They'll do it. I believe they would if it came down to it. I'm not saying buy a lot of them, but they'll buy some of them because there might be certain games they like on that they want to play for the PlayStation 5. But you are definitely doing your fan base a disservice. So you guys' revolution, New Year's revolution should be keep Xbox out of your mouth. Call Sony up and tell them how they're doing you a disservice out here in the gaming community and in the PlayStation gaming community by the business practices that they are doing out here for you guys as consumers, because they're doing you wrong. You guys are in denial. You have this big wall of denial when it comes to PlayStation. You make in front of Ultimate Game Pass because you really know deep down inside that you're upset that your preferred console and company is not doing exactly what Ultimate Game Pass is doing. And what I mean by that is putting their day and date games into their so-called subscription game subscription, because they're not doing it. They're not going to put their brand new Spider-Man 3s or brand new God of Wars or The Last of Us or Uncharted's or anything. They're not going to put that in there for you. They're not. They're going to want you to go out and spend that $70, $80. They're not going to put it in that subscription, and you guys know it, and you want them to because Xbox does it. Because when it comes down to it, guys, and you have to face reality when I say this to you because it's the truth, PlayStation is nothing but a copycat system. They copycat everything that Xbox does. And the first time they started doing that is when it came to the achievements. Xbox was the first to have an achievement system with the 360, and then the PlayStation 3 came out with trophies. Okay? That's when they really started copycatting, in my opinion, and they haven't stopped. Everything that Xbox does, PlayStation tries to do it, and they fail all the time. Their subscription base is failing. It's nothing compared to Ultimate Game Pass. There is people that are on a budget that might enjoy Xbox, and the best thing for them to do to get into next gen gaming is to buy an Xbox Series S if they can't afford an Xbox Series X and get Ultimate Game Pass. Okay, because the Series S is a next gen console. It's not holding back gaming like the PlayStation 4. You guys forget about that. You guys forgot about that totally. Who's holding back gaming right now? It's not Xbox, it's PlayStation. Because they're still in development PlayStation 4s. They're not gone yet. They didn't stop production on it. They're still out there. Now they might stop production maybe next year. Who knows? But you guys always want to talk about the Xbox holding back gaming. They stopped the production of Xbox Ones and Xbox One X's. They stopped production of it. The only thing they have out there right now is next gen consoles. Okay? They're not holding back gaming. PlayStation is. They're holding back gaming. They're the ones that are really holding back gaming, guys. It's not Xbox. Okay? So you need to practice this year in 2024 that you need to keep Xbox out of your mouth. Okay? Because you guys don't know what you're talking about when it comes to Xbox. Okay? You guys need to practice that. All right? And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not yelling and screaming about it. Yes, I might clown every once in a while because I have every right to, because you've been trying to clown us since 2013, you know? And now it's 2024 right now, okay? Things are a hell of a lot different. Xbox is number one, whether you want to believe it or not. Yes, when you go out into the gaming media and you search on your laptop or your phone, you're always going to find toxicity about Xbox, no matter what they do. They keep making in front of Starfield. Starfield just won an award. They keep making in front of Starfield because they're so butthurt that that game is not on their preferred system. The easiest thing you can do if you're really a true gamer, go out and save up for Xbox Series S or X and play it on there. If you're a true gamer, right? You're a gamer, right? Gamers play on everything, right? I play on my Xbox Series X. I like playing on my Nintendo Switch, right? When I feel like playing on it. Okay, so I play on other systems. Well, Sega man, how come you don't have a PlayStation 5? I don't need it. It has nothing for me on there. As a gamer and a collector that I've been collecting for a long time, it cannot do what the Xbox Series X can do. It just can't. It doesn't have the best value for your buck. It's not worth it. Now, I might get a PlayStation 4 Slim. I was talking to Hebot about it the other day. I think I'm going to get it sometime this summer, because there's games that I want to play on there that will never, ever make it to Xbox because of Japan and their ways. And that's fine. If they want to be that way, that's fine. If I want to play certain shoot 'em up games that I like and fighting games, and that's all I'm buying it for, I'm not buying their exclusives at all. I don't like none of their exclusives because I played them, like I keep telling you guys, on PlayStation 3. Yes, it's old gen, but I played those type of games. Those games that were on PlayStation 3, those type of games are still that way with your next gen system. They're still that way. It's the same mechanics. I'm not going to play God of War. I'm not going to play The Last of Us. I'm not going to play Uncharted. Okay? I don't like none of your games. I'm sorry, I don't. The only game I ever liked on there, and I tell you guys this all the time, was Resistance, and I beat all three of them. I actually downstairs in my game room, I still have. I think I still have Resistance 1. I kept it. I have it. I think it's 1 or 2. I have it for the PlayStation 3. I kept it. It was my favorite game on the PlayStation 3. But that was it. Because it was a Gears of War clone. I like sci-fi shooters. It was a decent shooter. It's not better than Gears of War. It'll never be. But it was a decent sci-fi shooter. Okay? Again, copycat station. That's what they are. They copycat stuff or try to mimic what Xbox does. You know how you watch the movie The Thing, and the thing would take over and host a body and mimic that person? That's what PlayStation does. They try to mimic Xbox and they fail all the time. Okay? They're not original. They're not. Hebot's right. Ever since they came in the game, they were bullies. And now that you have the big boss, which is the Xbox and Phil Spencer, they're the big boys now. But they fight nice and play nice. And Sony cannot fight the big boy, which is Microsoft. They don't have the pockets. They never will. They're so lucky that they're not out of business right now. Believe it or not, a third-party developer, Call of Duty, is actually keeping them alive. It's not Gears of War. It's not not Gears of War. It's not God of War. It's not The Last of Us. It's not Spider-Man. Spider-Man might bring in a little bit of revenue, but they don't have the software like Microsoft does to keep making that money and keeping them pockets deep. They don't, guys. I'm sorry. They don't. All right? They just don't. PlayStation, if they want to still stay alive, they got to start putting those day and date games on PC. And I'm hearing that that might be happening. Okay? You can be mad all you want, but PC guys are going to want to play PlayStation games on their rig. Or if they have a really good laptop, they're going to want to play those PlayStation games on there. They don't want to go out and buy a PlayStation. There's a lot of them that don't want to buy an Xbox. They want to play Xbox games on their PC and PlayStation games on their PC. And they have every right to do that. They're still gamers. They have every right to do it. It's the only way that they're going to play your games. So a lot of your games, if you want to still survive and stay in the game, got to go on PC. And I think PlayStation deep down inside know that. Okay? You got to try to break into that mobile too. You know what I mean? But Xbox is already ahead of that. They're already ahead of the game. They've been ahead of the game since 2013. You guys just didn't see it. You didn't see the future of gaming. Xbox did. That's the way it is. So this is my little bit of a rant. Okay? Your New Year's revolution should be keeping Xbox out of your mouth. Okay? Because it doesn't matter what you say. You are not relevant in the gaming community. You're not relevant. You're nothing but a virus that's trying to destroy gaming. You know, a parasite that's out here in the gaming community, and you keep making the gaming streets toxic. You're not helping gaming. You're making it worse. Okay? You're not helping gaming, and sooner or later, you're going to be done and you're going to be dealt with. But just remember this before I end this video, is that my crew are always going to be out there to fight you. Peace and love. Xbox for life. We don't die, we multiply. And like I said, we're always eating good over here, baby. This is 2024, and we're going to be eating so good. We got Hellblade coming out. We got a lot of games that are going to be coming out for Game Pass, man. You need to invest in Game Pass. If you're a true gamer, hey, and you don't have the money, if you don't have the money to go out and buy the games digitally or physically, you need to invest in Game Pass. It's definitely worth the money. It's worth an investment with Xbox and Microsoft, all right? And remember, guys, going forward, there is definitely no power greater than X, guys. Peace for 2024. Sega Man out.